You know?
So it is preparing to go live if it's not live already. So setting up your meeting.
We got it.
Yeah, just kind of you know, my computer just went, you know, stupid on me. And because it went stupid on me.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Yeah, I think it's really gone stupid on him now.
All right.
Brain.
I
You
think
may have
though,
to-
yeah. So we are still live.
Yes.
Yeah.
The show must go on.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Now
what
you know
did-
how Robert feels on Thursday nights. This poor thing.
There we go. So it should be streaming live right now. It should say episode 181. I think it's 181. It's hard for I don't have my show notes or anything over here. My computer died. So I ordered a new computer, should be here Wednesday. So next week everything will be good. Just like I was telling
Okay.
Will. I need to up my game when it comes to these videos, you know, because man, Will puts out some really amazing content. Will Fly from willflyppg.com. Dude,
Yes.
if you guys haven't been there or checked it out, you got to. His videos are top notch, man. Honestly, they put Tucker Gotts to shame.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
I
that.
do. I love all the animation in it. That's good. And I like it. It doesn't, it's never boring, you know. I mean, it just, you keep it going and you don't know what, you know, when the next thing is going to come up or how you do that. It's very, yeah, it's very creative.
Never know what to expect.
Yes.
That's
But
true.
I'm sure you didn't learn that overnight, Will. I'm sure you had it took, you know, takes a lot of practice and, you know.
Actually, I didn't know a thing about it until I started flying. A year after.
Videos or
about videos, making videos.
Okay. Hey, guess who sent me some stuff in the mail?
Who?
You'll never believe it.
Oh, must
No
be David
way.
Wolf.
Yep.
Good thing I'm sitting down.
Yep. Wolf sent
Well,
me
thank
the
you.
stickers to give away on our show. So
Nice.
thank you very much, Mr. Wolf.
Very
Wolf.
nice.
And we're going to
Well,
be giving
David, my address is.
Oh, I'll send you all some if you want some. I mean, you know, why not?
I have
right?
to add another one to my, you know, I've got all my stickers on top of my laptop. So laptop lid. Is that what you call it? Laptop lid? I don't know, but that's what I call them. So
all of the stickers that I ever got, if I got more than one and I can give some away, whatever, I always keep one. So I got a box of stickers that may be one of a kind. You know, I mean, I give them out and stuff like that too, you know, when I get the chance, but I always keep one for myself, right? So I'm going to keep one of these Paramotor Life stickers for myself because eventually in the school, I'm going to have a wall where everybody can put their stickers up. Poo, 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 poo. So it's going to be a wall of Paramotor stickers.
that's cool.
I still got your stickers someplace, but during the move of all this, I can't find Will Fly stickers to give away.
Oh,
So
I keep wanting to see those stickers.
I know they're probably in the safe. Did you check the safe?
I have not checked it. Probably stacks of
He's got it one of those, you know, at the bank, you know, where they have those big safes, people all put all their
big vault?
jewelry in it. That's where it is.
Yeah, but it's my box because it's so important.
Yeah, it's at the bank.
I'm gonna
Okay, eating, I'll be in shortly. All right, Scuba, we'll
do
save
it.
you a chair.
Scuba Steve is eating. How about that? Yeah.
I know.
So yeah, we decided to go live a little bit early, only because we want to make sure this thing worked. I can't put up a pre, you know, show like I normally do. I don't have my computer, so this is all from the phone. It's just, you know,
Bing.
it's just from the phone, man.
All natural.
All right.
All natural. Exactly.
Yep.
It's
So,
good.
I know that Linda asked what can we do a topic on, and she said something about ultralights. Like, what is an ultralight? Because she doesn't know, or she said. So, what was it? What is it? I'm going to let her ask. What was it that you asked about ultralights, Linda?
Well, I saw it in the chat, you know, Jeremy made a comment about it because I guess somebody had crashed. And sorry, I gotta turn that off. There we go. And so I saw the picture, but I was real curious because it looks so much like, almost like a trike paramotor, like a trike. And so I was just wondering what is the difference on the ultralight? Is the ultralight, is that what the wing? Is that the motor that, you know, they call ultralight, the trike? That's why I was, or whatever, you know.
Okay,
Which one
so
is-
yeah, that is a very valid question because you know, you hear paramotor, you hear paragliding, and then you hear somebody say something about ultralights, and it's like, is that
Yeah.
different? You know, is that different than what we're doing? So let's go ahead and ask the panel, you know, real quick, what they think an ultralight is. Let's go ahead and start with JB. JB, what is an ultralight to you?
An ultralight for me is, it resembles more of an airplane than anything, whether it be like the what do you want to call them, paragliders, the little fixed wing triangle jobbies. We got one of those that fly around here every once in a while. But like I said, they still follow, I think, the same rules we do. They got to be a certain weight, certain fuel.
Okay, so you think like hang gliders are ultralights?
No, the motor powered ones, they classify them as ultralights, I do believe.
Okay, powered hang gliders. Okay. All right. Who else is on here? Linda, did we just talk with you? Kevin H. Are you on, Kevin? I see that you're on, but I don't see a microphone.
Yeah, he's muted. Oh, there he is.
Good. All right. So we'll just go to Will Fly. Oh, wait a minute. There goes Kevin. Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good, bud. Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you as well. What
Hey.
was the question?
Yeah. So the question is, what is an ultralight to you? What does an ultralight mean?
Like what I'm learning to fly, what y'all do, powered paragliding, or what are the I'm still learning here, so y'all bear with me. What are the V-shaped wing ones that you hang glider, powered hang gliding?
Okay. All right. Anything else? That's what you think ultralights are? Like powered hang gliders?
Yes,
And paramotors? You think paramotors are ultralights also?
right.
Okay. JB, do you think paramotors are ultralights also, or just the powered hang gliders?
No, we fall in ultralights too.
Okay. So Linda wants to know, what is an ultralight? So let's go ahead and go to Will Fly. Will Fly, what is an ultralight? What's the definition of an ultralight?
You put me on the spot. So it's basically the same. And ultralight's the 254 pounds or less, 55 knots, 5 gallons of fuel. I think we would certainly classify as an ultralight.
Exactly. Exactly. So ultralight is just the main big class of, you know, FAR 103s, you know. So anything that falls under 254 pounds, if it's powered, or 250 or 155 pounds of unpowered, you can build it light enough and you don't have it registered and you follow the FAR 103 rules and regulations, is considered an ultralight, no matter what it is. These people that have the drone things that they're sitting on, they're flying around, manned drones, if it's under 254 pounds, that's an ultralight. You know, the gyrocopters, ultralight, as long as it's under 254 pounds. So ultralight is just a generic term for anything that falls under the FAR 103. And us, powered paragliders, we follow underneath there. So we are actually an ultralight.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Linda?
Yeah, no, that's good because it's because you don't hear that terminology come up very often. I only,
Right.
you know, hear free flight, paramotors, paragliders, trikes, you know, that kind of thing. But I never hear like.
Think of it as limitations, Linda. So, I mean, the limitations in weight, limitations in speed, and limitations in how much fuel you can carry.
Oh, okay. So now a lot of people is like, do they have like ultralight clubs? Like we have paramotor, you know, paramotor thing. They have ultralight, you know, people that's people all fly together and that's all they fly is ultralights. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely. So let's say that, you know, underneath the classification of ultralights, we have paramotors, right? So we have
Yeah.
flying paramotors, you know, then
Yeah.
they might have gyrocopters, you know, that are ultralights. So you have a flying for ultralights, you know, gyrocopters, you know, and the powered hang gliders. Maybe they got a fly-ins for powered hang gliders. So
Okay.
you know, anybody can have a fly-in, anybody can have groups, you know, it's just a separate under one umbrella under the FAR 103s that were classified as ultralights.
Okay. Cool. Thank
Great
you.
question. Something we don't
PPC,
really talk about much.
they're
Yeah.
N numbered, ain't they?
What's that?
PPC, they're N numbered, ain't they? They fall under a different category.
You can have a PPC that's 254 pounds or under that's
Yeah.
not registered without a tail number and still fall in the ultralight FAR 103 classification. So if you're flying a powered parachute, that's what a PPC is, a powered parachute, and it's 254 pounds or under, and the gas can or the gas tank is less or 5 gallons or less, and all the rules and regulations for FAR 103 apply, you can fly a PPC. However, most PPCs are heavier than 254 pounds, and most of them are tail numbered, and you do need to have a sports pilot license for them. A lot of good questions tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're going to go that route, that's right about the weight, especially of a PPC. It's a little bit more stout, you know, is what I think of. But without the, I mean, if you're gonna fly a PPC under Part 103, you might as well just get you a trike, you know, a paramotor trike.
Exactly, like this over here. We call this the Beast. This is 250 pounds. It has a Rotex motor on it, and it has a 5-gallon tank. It's not registered. There's no N number. There are 2 seats, however. So this is my tandem rig right now. And it's actually set up for flying like a PPC. It actually has these right here, so you can actually connect your wing to the foot things, just like a PPC. And even our little trike here, it's also set up where you can fly it like a trike or like a paratrike. So it can be like a PPC or a paratrike, like we're used to, like these right here, regular trikes.
So then that brings up a good question then. So when you're talking about 254 pounds, you're not talking about all up weight, you're talking empty weight, right? So
just this machine, if I put this on a scale, it needs to be under 254 pounds for it to be considered an ultralight. Anything with power, because it is powered. So if this did not have a gas tank, or if it did not have this, and I pushed it off the mountain, if it was 254 pounds without this, it would be illegal, right? If it didn't have this on it, and if it was not powered, it has to be 155 pounds or less. So with power, we get some extra weight, and that does not include any weight on the gas tank, any safety deployment systems like reserves or floats, right? That does not count for the weight itself. So empty gas tank, put it on a scale, it should be under 254 pounds.
Very cool, very cool. Hi, Jim.
Jim in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Where are you at now?
I am in Jamestown, North Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Nice.
across the road from me. Come on over, dude.
Yeah, I'll be even closer yet. I gotta go to Dallas, Texas.
Really? Oh, so you're
Ooh,
gonna
yeehaw.
go right through, huh?
Better grab your cowboy hat.
Oh, I never even thought to bring my cowboy hat.
Oh, see? All you do is just ask me, and I would be like, you better bring your cowboy hat.
Yeah, for sure.
You can You know what? I'm sure you'll be able to buy one somewhere in Dallas. I have a feeling that they sell them there.
That's true. I need a
Yeah.
straw one, so maybe I should get one of those.
Get you a nice 10-gallon hat. That's what Texas calls their hats.
Good old
No, those are a little too big for me.
Well, that's cool. Okay. So you have to drive through Dallas, but you're not really going to be stopping there. You just kind of.
Well,
Most-
I'm driving to Euless, Texas, which is right there at Dallas Fort Worth Airport.
Yes.
So I don't really have to drive through Dallas or Fort Worth.
So
I'm
have
going
you
like
been flying,
middle of-
doing any flying out on your little traveling adventure?
I hope to, because I'm going to go down to Kangook, America, and meet up with Brian. And
Okay, cool.
yeah, so I'm really hoping to fly with him a little bit, maybe try out Kangook Amarik XD. We'll see. Who knows?
cool.
Cool. Cool. Tell Brian we said hi.
Okay, I will.
Yeah. You sure take some pictures. Tell him don't be
Oh,
a
yeah.
stranger. Come hang in the Zoom with us sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
Know what
I'll
I mean?
try. Being
Okay.
on the road, it makes it so much harder. You guys oftentimes can't hear me very easily, so it makes
Yeah.
it difficult.
Doing good. I can hear you pretty good. I know our
Well, I'm
summer
not-
shows, we just do our summer shows now, so it's whatever goes.
Yeah, I'm not driving at the moment, but you let me know if it gets too loud, because I'll be driving here in a little bit.
Okay, I'll let you know. You're too
Sounds good.
loud.
I got my mom with me. She just here's my mom.
Oh, hi,
I
Mom.
don't know. She just made us some salads at the grocery store and brought them into the truck.
Oh, nice. Well, enjoy time with Mama.
Yeah, we're going on a
Yeah.
road trip. I went
Oh,
and
that's
picked her up from Panama and got her home, and now we're going down to Texas.
Nice. Good for you. Nothing wrong with that.
My question is, how many miles do you have on that van now?
On the van? Well, this is my truck, and I
Oh, your
got
truck?
in kilometers, I have 240. Just 1 second here. Did you hear my directions going on Zoom?
No,
No? Okay. I've got 248,401 kilometers on the truck. I have gone 900 kilometers today.
so 154,000 miles.
I'm glad
But
Will converted that for us Americans.
Yeah,
Understand
I had
them.
to pull up Google for that one.
Yeah, we just don't understand maple syrup type of mileage.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, actually, I think I can switch it to I don't know how to do it though, but I can
Well,
switch
maybe
it
not a
to
good idea to
Mexico
do it while you're
miles.
driving with your mom.
Yeah, don't be doing that with mom in the car.
I drive like I fly. I pay attention to all the infotainment.
that could be dangerous, but okay, good. So so today we don't have a guest, so we're just talking about whatever. So if you guys have any questions about paramotors in the super chat, ask Will. I can't see anything right now because I'm on my phone. And let's talk about anybody that has a question about something about paramotors. Linda, do you have any other questions about paramotors?
Not the moment. But I'm sure I'll think of something.
I got
Who's
something.
all in the chat tonight?
You know, I'm just pulling it up right now. I have not
Cool.
been paying attention like I should have been, so.
Yeah, let everybody know too that, we are giving away stickers. We got some from David Wolf. We got, I forgot to ask. JB, are you giving anything away today?
Let me get caught up. I just got back from a trip, so
Okay.
I will have some stuff next week.
Excellent. All right. So right now we do have David Wolf stickers. I showed him earlier. Paramotor Life stickers. He sent me some in the mail. So David, I got them. So I'm going to send them out as requested. These are pretty nice stickers. Like I said, in Run Into the Sky, we are going to have a wall that just has paramotor stickers. So anybody that has any type of paramotor stickers that wants to be on the wall, you can send them to us and we will place them on the wall for you. And we'll show everybody every week as this wall grows in paramotor stickers. Hopefully it's just going to be massive. There's Butch Fly. What's up, Butch Fly?
Hi, Butch.
So what's the deal? What's up, Butch? What's the deal with paramotor pilots and stickers? What's the whole deal with that for those who don't know?
Oh, Will, you sent me some stickers yourself, buddy. So I know that you know what's going on. Stickers are great. Stickers are fun, because it's not really that we have a brand or whatever, but this is such a small sport that it's just fun when you go to fly-ins. It's kind of like a business card. It's like, hey, I'm David Wolf. This is Paramotor Life. Here's a sticker, right? I got stickers from a lot of people and I want more stickers. It's kind of like, their business card. Is that what you think too? I mean, stickers are kind of like a paramotor pilot's business card.
Yeah. Good to
There you
see
go.
a whip sticker on somebody's car. And you're like, oh, you seen Whiplash?
Yeah. So they're yeah, exactly. So if you see a car that says Will Fly, it's like that guy is a paramotor pilot and he knows Will. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's for the first, I don't know, maybe 8 months or something. I didn't understand the whole sticker thing. And I went to a fly-in and people would hand me their sticker. And I'm like, okay, so I just took these stickers home and they stayed in a container of mine. And then it dawned on me what people were doing. They were putting it on the back of their trailers or whatever. They had a special place for the stickers to represent. And after I found out how much stickers really cost, I grew to respect, the value of this. Like, so when someone hands you a sticker, it's kind of a personal thing, and it's like, it really is a gift. I mean, because each sticker was handed to you by someone. So it's kind of like, it's got its own little story,
There you go.
Matt
That's true.
Sloper's wondering, do you think people are going to sell their car PPG to switch over to EFI? I think maybe new people that are coming into the sport may buy EFI, but I don't think people that have an existing, unless they're rich, they have an existing paramotor, be like, oh yeah, let me just go buy an EFI one. I can't see that happening.
What's an EFI?
Electronic fuel injection.
It's an
Oh,
FE.
sure. I knew that. Okay. Thanks.
So that is a good question. I mean, this podcast is for people that, may just be going, hey, I saw a paramotor. What is it all about? And I want to learn more about it. So they come to the show. And people, we're talking about PPC, PPG, EFI. They're like, what the hell are these acronyms? So
Right.
PPG are paraglider. PPC is a powered parachute, which we are not. And EFI is electronic fuel injection. Most of ours is a 2-stroke motor with a carburetor. So to make them a little bit more efficient, they are now coming out with EFI's paramotors. So does anybody know what the difference in price is from a regular Moster 185 that has a regular carburetor?
I think it's an extra 8,000, 6,000 to 8,000.
So is the extra
Well,
8 for EFI?
I heard it was
Not right at all.
3,000
Not that much, I don't
for
think.
the EFI. I heard it was 3,000 for the EFI.
Oh, it's 3,000 for the EFI. Okay, I got you.
Oh man!
3,000 additional.
Additional, yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds right. Man, I won't. I'm not going to be an early adopter or adapter or whatever. I'm not going to until it's proven itself. I'm going to stick with the tried and true carburetor, even with all the little problems it can have. That's just too rich for me.
I still haven't had any problems with my carburetors. I mean, But also too, on the same note, every year I replace my carburetor, whether it needs it or not. I don't rebuild it. I just replace it for $200. You know, I don't have to worry about a carburetor for another year. So,
Well, people
That's-
that are doing cross countries will probably be more apt to get an EFI, especially if it saves that much gas and they can just fly forever on one tank of gas, then they'll probably be the ones that buy it right off the bat.
and if you go from like a low altitude, like you're going on the beach, and then you go back up to, you know, someplace out west where your ground starts at 6,000 MSL, it's nice to be able to have it where you don't have to keep on changing the carburetor out. So yeah, it makes sense if you do a lot of traveling.
Right. Certainly got its advantages. What's up, David Wolf?
Hi, Will. Hi, everybody. Thanks for letting me join
Hey,
you.
Dave. What's up, buddy?
I had a little bit of time before I got home tonight, and I wanted to come on, if that's okay. Sean, I sent you some stickers, and I don't know if you got them today or you'll have them in the next day or two.
Got them right here, buddy.
Oh, you got them already? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Paramotor Life. So actually, I've already finished the first 3 episodes. The first one will be airing today, 10 a.m. in the morning. And my son, we have a nice conversation of this new podcast that'll be this week. The second week is actually exactly what you're talking about. I had about an hour and 15-minute conversation with Kyle Mooney, and the end of it, we talked a lot, very detailed about his trip out to Italy with Viterazzi, and a lot of information, these questions that you're asking right now about the EFI system. I'm sorry, Linda, the electronic fuel injection system. On the PPG, powered paraglider. Yeah. It makes me LOL. Oh God, I did it again. Laugh out loud. All right, anyhow.
Oh, Lord.
So anyhow, and then the third episode will be the week after that is with Chucky Wright. And so he answers a lot of questions of things that he did that people want to know. And we talk about perception, and we talk about what we called it. I end up calling it calculated risks. Calculated risks, I think, is what I called the name of that one. So, and thanks for giving me just a few moments just to talk about it. So it's going to take a different format than anything else that's out there. And the inception of this idea was really to have a Paramotor podcast that was on a consistent weekly basis. But, I've got a very good friend that a lot of you remember. His name is Greg Anthony Harris, and he and I had a long conversation. I also talked to my buddy Will Fly and got some of his opinions as well, because I value him so much. And the conversation, especially with Greg, was this doesn't need to be something that's so focused in on just paramotors, and we can make this something that's much bigger for a much bigger audience. And if I think about, and I mentioned this in the first podcast too, you think about someone like Joe Rogan, who's got the biggest podcast in the entire world, right? And if you were to scan down and look at his guests, he's got basically 3 different types of guests. He has the comedians, because he's a comedian. He always has been, he always will be. He's got people from mixed martial art, because he's commentator for the UFC. And then he's got the third group of guests are just random people. And so he's looking, most of the people are in his circle, right? His circles. And so like me, most of my friends are in the paramotoring circle. So I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of guests on that are circles. But the big difference is this: we will talk about paramotors to some extent, but for the bulk of it, it's just getting to know the people, talking to them about themselves. I believe, and I've always felt this, that like right now I'm looking across the street, these huge houses, and I see people with these big RVs and boats, and I wonder, my gosh, what did that person do to get to that level of success that I want to be at? Because I want to have nice big things like that, and they retire as well. And so what I want to do is people that talk about their own successes. And success can be measured by a lot of different, measuring sticks. It doesn't have to be someone that's got a huge house or an RV. It can be someone that, went from a blue collar job and they wanted to become a paramotor instructor and an owner of a paramotoring company, and they did that and they were successful. And how did they do it? Because there's a lot of people who want to know, this is what I want. I just need a roadmap. And that's kind of how I want the projection of this to go.
Sure.
Yeah, like Tim Gaskins. I think everybody knows who Tim Gaskins is, right?
Mhm.
Bad Apple guy, paramotor pilot. But I'm not going to be talking to Tim when we sit down and talk next week. We'll be face to face, and I'm not going to talk to him about paramotoring. I'm going to talk about with him what it was like to be in the military way back when and become a first lieutenant colonel. And I want to know about what it was like that first moment that he found out that he had cancer.
Mm.
And I want to talk to him about how he has kept such a positive mindset. I mean, you guys have all met him, and you know what a positive person he is. And he's just a guy that you want to go up and give a big hug to. And how has he been dealing with this? Because he's been dealing with this for a lot of years now. Things like that. So I've got a lot of guests already scheduled. I've got a lot of guests in mind. Like I said, some of them are in the paramotor community, some of them are not. But it's going to be a lot of great stories and storytelling and getting to know these people. And I want to keep the audience very engaged. I don't want to call it an interview because really I want it to just be a lot of conversations with me and them. And again, going back to what Sean, what you do here, what I did at Paramotor Nation, what Robert does on Paragliding Talk, is we want to learn more. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to grow as a community, maybe not just a paramotoring community. And as far as, talking about paramotoring, if we have a whole audience that comes in, maybe they will learn about what paramotoring is and they become more interested and we grow our sport safely. A lot of talking.
Yeah, man, we all got
So,
stories
right
behind
now-
us. That sounds interesting.
Exactly. Right now, this show, I came up with like Salt Life, Paramotor Life, but the way that the flow is going to go, it may not be it's a rebranded with a different name, but the same thing. So those Paramotor Life stickers are really cool. It says to follow us on Spotify and follow that Facebook page. And heck, you could just cut that part off and it still looks cool to be a Paramotor Life sticker, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
And if you're going to be at Moonshiners, I'll get you one there.
Right on, man. I wouldn't miss Moonshiners for the world.
Oh, so you're going now, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, we will definitely be going around to all the fly-ins this next year for sure. We got a camper and we are definitely going to be out everywhere this next year. We're just trying to wrap up over here, get the school going, get some instructors over here and some managers to run this thing so we can get out to the manager or get out to these fly-ins.
Sean, does that mean you'll be coming up to Dave Burton's flying this year?
Not this year. Got a lot of things going on. Next year is when I'll go everywhere. Matter of fact, we're going to be putting on our own flying over here at Run to the Sky School too soon.
I might come to that next year.
Oh, excellent. It's going to be April 8th next year because that's when the solar eclipse is going across the United States. So we want to have a solar eclipse fly-in. How cool would that be?
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
Well, it's good to see you, and thank you so much for this,
guys.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make that, David, because they're gonna be in the total eclipse area. So
Exactly.
the totality.
I will do. I don't want to get into it right now, but there's some big changes that we're planning for our family, and that's going to happen next year. And as soon as I talk to the powers that be to make that change, I'm going to say it. But I'm hoping to be let's just put it this way. I'm hoping to be at a lot more events in the south of the United States in years to come. Hopefully. How's that sound?
I think a lot
I'm moving to Florida. I got you. I know what it is. All right, there we go.
Yep. I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people want to
I got to talk to my boss first.
Yeah. He's got to let his wife know first.
No, my wife is well on board with me on this one. Yeah. So, but thank you for the opportunity to introduce the show. This is the first time I'm actually talking about it. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Absolutely, my friend. It's good to see you, and you can jump on anytime, buddy.
Thank you.
right.
I'm gonna go watch I'm gonna go back and watch your show now on YouTube. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
All right,
Thanks, David.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was cool. And,
Another thing about the EFI, which I don't know if y'all have seen the video, but it has a auto shutdown feature if your RPMs go over 3,500 within the first 3 to 5 seconds of you starting it. So it has electric start, but as soon as you start it, if the throttle goes up for any reason, it shuts down automatically. So you won't chop yourself up,
Oh,
which I
wow.
thought was pretty cool.
yeah, I won't stop you. But too
Matt
much.
Sloper was
3
Matt
seconds.
Sloper was talking about, the safety aspect of the EFI. I mean, there's definitely, and I was telling him, yeah, I'm 100% on board with EFI. I want things to settle down a little bit and let them get all the bugs out. And, eventually I still think that the future is going to be electric as the batteries get better and better and better. So EFI may or may not be relative. I don't know. But if I had a choice and same price, EFI versus carburetor, I'd of course pick EFI. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like cars, right? So some people need a big 3/4 ton truck, right? Diesel. Some people need or want a hybrid car. Some people want an electric car. Some people want a truck. So I mean, just like paramotors, it depends on what are you going to use it for. If you're just going to be driving long distances, it's just you and you want the best gas mileage, a hybrid's probably the best way to do it. If you're going to be in town and drive less than 100 miles a day, probably an electric car is the way to go. So what are you doing when you're flying? Do you want to just buzz around your LZ, just fly for an hour? Are you doing something cross country and you want to go further? So maybe 2 paramotors are in the future for us. One electric for just, buzzing around for an hour, and then one with a motor if you want to do more cross countries and do more things with it.
That's
Personally,
the same thing like between a 2-wheel drive car and a 4-wheel drive car. Everybody wants the 4-wheel drive, not because they'll probably ever use it. They just want the peace of mind knowing that it's there in case they do need to use it. It's just
Those are the in the ditch during the snowstorm because they think if they got 4-wheel drive, they can go drive in snowstorms.
right.
yeah, that's a misnomer. But I was thinking, somebody mentioned it earlier, that it might be something that new people to the sport would get into before us people who have been in the sport for a while. We know our equipment. We know how to handle our Walbro carburetors, and we know how to tune them. We know how to do all that stuff. It's not a necessity for us, but I'll tell you, if it was my first time buying a paramotor, I might consider it for the fuel efficiency, for the not having to tune it at the altitudes. You brought that up, Sean. I thought that was, yeah, I would love that, where I didn't have to worry about tuning it for different altitudes and stuff like that. But then also, I wouldn't want to mess with the carburetor if I didn't have to. So if it was my first paramotor, I might actually do it. But now, I don't know. Because the fuel efficiency, and we talked about it 2 weeks ago, the fuel efficiency is you're gonna have to burn a lot of fuel in order to make it worth it.
yeah, Jim, man, doesn't Jim look like he's on a sitcom? How like they pretend they're driving. You're not really in your van, are you?
Yeah, it does. That's funny.
It looks great.
There,
That is funny. Oh my God.
Did you see Sean Flyswamper's comment? He was talking about something that happened to him.
I can't see the comments.
Oh,
on that.
that's right. I'm sorry. He says, I had something new happen to me when helping a flying buddy tweak his Moster carburetor, turning his low jet. We kept closing, leaning it out 1 to 2 minutes, and it kept getting better. Now, I don't know if you mean seconds or minutes, but a minute would be a pretty good adjustment on that tiny curve. But if it kept getting better, that means to me, it would sound like it was running too rich, right? So my only concern is I'd really want to pay close attention to the temperature of the motor.
I agree. Which brings us back to Jim. Do you know why you burnt a couple of holes in your piston? Was it your carburetor or is it something else that was going on? Have you ever figured that one out, buddy?
Yeah, the first one was kind of like what Will was just talking about. My carb was so worn out that the screw wouldn't stay firm and it would move all over, but then also I could just continuously screw it and it would never get tight. It was like so I had to redo the whole carb. And then the second time it was starting to get cold. And I was like, well, I had some problems running it the other day and I was at a really high altitude when I was taking off. So I came back here where it was only like 1,700 feet and it was getting really cold. So I thought, okay, it's really cold. I gotta lean it out. Nope, you don't lean it out when it gets cold. You do it the other way. You richen it so that it gets more fuel for the dense oxygen. And so the second one, I burnt a hole in my piston within like 30 seconds of taking off because I leaned it out. And you don't want to do that in the cold. You want to richen it.
Yeah, and apparently I missed the Fly Swamper says I missed the important part of the question. He says the strange thing was that it got better even with the low jet fully closed, and we experienced no bogging following scout car tuning video process. I don't think you might there might be a problem with like what you were talking about there, Jim. I mean, it should have an effect, especially if you're turning it that much.
Yeah, redo the carb. Make sure it's got all new stuff.
Or just get a new carb because there might be a problem with it, so they're not that expensive. And getting a new carb to me is a lot cheaper than rebuilding my motor because I got a hole in my piston.
Here, at the very least, have an extra carb, put the new carb on and then you can have one to rebuild and just kind of keep swapping them out.
That's smart. I agree. Was there any other questions in the super chat? I couldn't see.
Steve, did you see anything?
I didn't see anything. I think it's funny that I had that flight the other day at InView and I had a pretty rough landing because I thought the guy got hurt. That was fine, no problems. I came home and fell down the damn stairs on the back deck, messed up my freaking arm. It's like, really? I can fly, but I just can't walk very good. Yeah, I can do that.
That's a good topic. That's a really good topic. If you're going to be in the sport and you're going to see maybe one of your buddies take a little bit of a hard landing, maybe, or hard enough that you'll be concerned about them. So how about, could you talk about that a little bit as far as,
sure. So
the question is how did you handle it? Did you rush to get down? And how did the rushing impact your landing?
Okay. So what happened was when I turned back towards him, he was coming in for a landing in between two trees. He was basically threading a needle. And he was coming in low right above the drive up to InView. And I was like, oh, that's not good. That's not good. And I saw him come and the bottom of his cage hit. And then he went down and kind of slid across the driveway. So I was like, oh, I need to land. But when I turned back around to land, he wasn't moving. All I could see was the paramotor over on the side. And then right as I was going over him, I saw his hand come up, but I didn't know he was waving to say he was okay. I thought he was just waving like, oh, I'm screwed up. So I was like, let me hurry up and land. Now, Sean posted a video earlier showing somebody dumping the throttle real quick and it'll make you dive. I did not dump my throttle. You can listen to the video. I come off really slow, but man, did I drop straight down. I flared as hard as I could and nothing. I just basically slid on my feet. But Yeah, I was concerned about him. I mean, what do you do? I thought it was hurt, and I was just trying to hurry up and get down and go over there and check on him. But yeah, what do you do? Do you risk your own safety to go help somebody else, or do you make sure you get a good landing before you go help them? That's the thing.
I say your personal safety is paramount, because if you botch a landing, now you got two people that need
That's
help.
true.
And you can't be of any assistance to your friend. So you still got to focus on making a safe. You got to get down. I mean, no doubt, there's definitely a sense of urgency, but
Yeah, it's like when you're in the airplane, when those masks come down, make sure you put the mask on yourself first before
there
you
you
help
go.
somebody else with their mask.
there
Right.
you go.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be safe, because it'd be like you driving and see somebody running into somebody or running into a tree, so you quickly veer over and run into the tree right next to them to help them. Like that. No, you got to be safe.
Yeah.
You gotta-
I can see the two of you just like crawling towards each other.
Are you
I'm
okay?
coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for you.
I'm glad he's okay. Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I landed a little rough. It's not like I just dove for it and tried to get down. I went down pretty quick, though. I tried to hurry up and get down there to him, but he was fine. So he's had a bad problem of flaring way too early. And I mean, like 20, 30 feet in the air, he'll flare and you'll see him even out and then drop. I don't know how he don't have anything broken yet, honestly.
His knees will give out eventually.
Well, I think on that one, he obviously waited to flare, maybe a little too long, but his cage just barely bumped, and it was bumpy. I mean, we had some really bumpy weather, and I'm just glad we did. Neither one of us got hurt or broke any equipment, so that's a win in my book.
Absolutely.
Matt Sloper says you can't help if you're hurt too.
You're right, Matt Sloper. You are right. I guess I'll take it a little slower next time. Yeah, David. He's been flaring really high. He did it at the fly-in, and I was like, dude, you can't. I could tell that he was looking at the ground. If you're coming in to flare, don't look straight down at the ground. You will flare early every time. Every time. Don't do that. Look out at the horizon. Otherwise, you're going to flare way up there like he does and drop. That's bad.
So
Yeah, I got a really good video, but on my phone, it looks like I can't share a video. I can share pictures all day long, but I can't share the video. It's one of my students that came in, and he came in and flared, came up just a little bit, but held that and just scooted along on his feet and almost did like a little foot drag. That was Richard the other day.
Oh yeah.
He did like the really amazing landing.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I wish I could have shared. I'll put the video up soon. But yeah, we had a bunch of people come out, students that were new, people that have been flying for a while, and we had a really good time the other day.
CT fly, that's a good question about how do you work on your flare. You know what I've noticed about when I flare and it seems to be right, as I'm getting closer to the ground, even though I'm looking ahead, there's one point right when you get around 10 feet or a little bit lower, you'll start to see the ground speed up a little bit. That's when I know it's about time to flare. And it works out pretty good for me. So
Can you explain like flare? Can you kind of explain how that works? Because I hear so many terminologies of
I'll
when
let
you're
Sean
getting ready
explain it.
to-
He's the instructor. He can do it better than I can.
So a flare is basically when you're coming in for a landing, right?
Okay.
Or here's the wing, right? So you're coming in for a landing, and pulling brake is turning your wing like this, and it's basically slowing you down. A flare is last part where you pull really, really hard and just basically stop yourself. So so a flare is the actual stopping of your paramotor, basically air braking, the most air braking, right? So it's basically air braking as far as you can. So you're probably coming in at maybe about 5 miles an hour, which is kind of just a step, just stepping fast type of thing. So to me, you air brake. So you come in and you air brake, right? You get slower, slower, slower. And then flares when you pull the brakes all the way down, and that brings your trailing edge further like this. So you basically just brake, and that's when you stop.
And one thing you don't want to do, Linda, like if you're coming in and you start to flare, don't let back up, because if you do that, you've lost all your energy. Then when you go back to flare, there's nothing left. All that.
And then what happens?
thought-
And you crash. I mean, you hit the ground.
Yeah, you pretty much. Well, what'll happen is your wing will surge forward. When you
Oh,
surge forward, you're letting off the brakes, and you've had the brakes on, so it's pulling the wing back. When you let off, it shoots forward, and you'll face plant on the ground.
that's when that's when I've seen on Facebook some face planting, the way the wing. That's
Well,
why
they can
the
do that
wing
on launch too.
going, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so when you come in for a landing, don't give back your flare. And when you take off, don't give back your throttle. So if you are throttled, it stops and you throttle again, your wing is going to surge, and then you're going to give it gas and it's going to come back, and it's not going to be very good for you. So you don't give away your throttle as you are taxiing, doing your power taxi, and you don't give away your flare as you're coming in. You flare too soon, hold it, and then continue to flare when you're ready.
I've seen a lot of people, a lot of new people do that. They don't stay on the power. They'll let off and it'll go forward. Or as soon as they take off, they let off the gas, which is the worst thing you could do, because you're going to dive right back to the ground and crash.
Exactly.
So that's why John's job is to make sure they know not to do that before they even go in the air.
Yeah, that's one of the
Okay.
things that I say when I'm on the horn. It's like power, power, power. And we go over it, before we even take off, obviously. But when I'm on the horn and they do take off, I keep on saying power, 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 hands up, hands up, hands up. And probably in my videos that you've seen, as far as new students taking off, it's hands up, power, power, hands up, power, power. Because a lot of students sometimes will pull down a little bit because they're scared, and then they'll let off on the gas. And that's a no-no. That's very, very dangerous, especially 50 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So do you learn is that part of the thing when you're first learning to fly, you learn kiting? Do they teach you that when you're in kiting, as far as what flaring is, or?
Yeah, one of the cool things that we have over here is a tow machine. So the students are able to go up on the tow, they fly up, they feel what it feels like to fly, then they come in and they're able to flare and land without a motor on their back, which makes it a lot easier on the student. We have the free flight harnesses that have a lot of cushion on the bottom, cushion on the back. So if they do butt land, all it is butt landing on cushion. We even have what's called airbags on the bottom that fill up with air, so it's even more cushion. So if you do butt land, it's not bad on your butt, back, and spine. They learn, they get that under control. Then we start doing the power taxis and get you up in the air with a motor on your back.
Yeah, and all you're doing with the flare is you're exchanging your forward momentum, the energy that's going forward, converting it to lift, vertical lift. And that's why you don't give back what you put in. You don't give it back, because there's nothing to exchange. And then so that's
right.
But one thing, and I had a problem with that starting out, where I could not get my flare timing right, and every single landing I would have to concentrate on telling myself eyes to the horizon, and just like continual repeating that to myself, to where it became second nature. But that is not a comfortable thing to do when you're approaching the ground. You obviously would think, well, I need to be looking at what I'm about to run into, but then you end up running into it. So that can be a challenge.
So I recently tried working on my flare, and in doing so, I now wait until probably 2 or 3 feet above the ground, and I start pulling the brake. I keep my hands as high up as possible until the last moment. And then it's amazing. I can't believe how far I can go level across the ground just with tons of flare authority. And that's where they talk about flare authority of these wings and how much distance you can go across the ground or sliding your feet across the ground. I was just blown away about how far and how fast that wing goes, and how quickly it will change directions from going down to going straight. And I've actually started using this technique to do my foot drags and to do my uh, yeah, well, when I'm going across a crop or something like that, come down, and I'm able to flare and then apply the gas at just the right amount, because you've got tons of time. You can get into the brakes, apply the gas, and just cruise. And you look, I feel so professional because it doesn't take me half an hour to get down to the ground and to adjust my brakes and adjust my throttle. And it's just like right there, done. If you dial that flare in.
One of those videos that Sean posted, I've never seen that before, so it surprised me. You know, I know people do power forwards, but this guy in your video, he had barely even started to bring his wing up and hit full throttle, and it basically pulled his his lines into the cage and collapsed it, and his prop exploded like within 2 seconds.
Those were all videos that I found on the internet. They were not me or my students or anything like that. I just found them. And that's one of the teaching tools that we've been using. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and make this one live, because we have a lot more that students watch. But if you want to bring that one up, Steve, let's go ahead and play that and watch some of these. I mean, maybe it's something that people haven't seen before.
Yeah, I can get it. Let's see here.
While he's doing that, another thing that will help you, new or not, is to have someone record your launches and your landings. And just review them.
Exactly.
So easier to when you're like not in the middle of it, to kind of see what's going on. And if you can't do that, concentrate on people that are their launches and their landings and kind of critique them.
Exactly. And also too, coming in for a landing, it's always good to have your hands up with just a little bit of pressure. So feel that pressure, no pressure and pressure, right? So you're coming in, you just barely feel that. Secondly, we look at the horizon, just like Will said. So you look at the horizon. However, you look at the horizon and look at a point where the wind is coming from. You don't just look arbitrarily at the horizon, because you'll drift. So you look at the horizon, where's the wind coming from? Find that point, right? So you're looking at that horizon at that particular point. Next thing is you put your one foot in front of you, the other foot down. Now what that does, it gives you a peripheral vision, so you can actually see your foot while you're looking at the horizon, and you can also judge your height when you're doing that. If you come in, just like Steve said, and you look down at the ground, you will not be able to land. You will not be able to judge your height, your altitude, how fast you're going, and you'll probably drift a little bit too, and you'll face plant or slide in every single time. So if you have a problem or an issue coming in for landing and flaring and standing up, you might want to try that. Look at the horizon, find a point on the horizon, put 1 foot in front of you so you can kind of peripheral see your foot. And then even taking a wrap, sometimes it's just easy to take a wrap. Now you have even more flare authority, just in case you need it, you got that flare.
What I found that helped me was I was always landing and flaring, trims neutral, right? I become a habit. I got to the point now that I dump my trims when I'm coming in faster, and it gives me that, it just sets me down so much softer.
What do you mean? You go from neutral, let your trims in.
So when I come to land, I got my trims dumped all the way out. So I'm coming in faster. But when I go to flare, it just stops me so much faster. It just sets me down on my feet.
All right. So one of the things that we need to be careful about doing that is some wings will collapse if you go past neutral and you pull brake. So definitely look on your manual for your wing, because if you have tip steering, a lot of times if you go past neutral and you pull brake, your wing will collapse. So check your manual. A wings, no problem. You can let the trims all the way out. If you don't have tip steering, usually 9 times out of 10, you can let your trims all the way out also. If you have tip steering, you might want to read the manual and double check.
All right. Well, I mean, I didn't find the exact one where the prop exploded, but we can just and we don't need to share sound, right?
No, we can go through the whole thing though. You know, we can just watch the whole thing. And if you want to share the sound, it's all right because it's my video on my channel. So
Okay. Well, let me stop sharing and I'll share the sound. That'll probably help. There. Share sound.
And the thing is too, guys, if this is something that you like to watch, you know, as far as, you know, looking for mishaps and then try to understand the mishaps, I'll post some more of these for you guys.
Broke the prop and he went back and turtled.
Now, actually, I didn't get, can you start that over?
He's going to show it again, but.
Oh, okay. Because it
Yeah,
looked like it skipped forward.
Yeah, he's taken off in quite a bit of wind and just kind of goes all for it and it yanks him backwards. Or is this the prop exploding? Yeah, this is the prop exploding. Yeah. Kaboom. I mean, that
I'm
happened
doing
so
a
fast.
forward inflation. Always kite the wing. Once the wing is above your head, then add throttle. Never go full throttle at this angle.
Yeah.
It looks like this is a very small LZ with lots of trees around, lots of
Full throttle
obstruction,
while you're pointing
which
at the
causes a
ground
lot
is a
of
bad
different
thing.
rotor.
You will
So the wing comes
eat
up
dirt.
and is hard to control. He goes to the left, he goes to the right. He finally gets it under control, goes full throttle, but he skims a house and gets really close to another tree when he takes off. This is too small of a field and too many obstructions.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah.
It takes forever. I would have boarded that thing.
Did you optimize video?
There's a way to do that.
Yeah, there's a button that you click.
All right, let me hit optimize video then. I'll keep it right there. Oh, optimize. Okay, there we go.
I know that feeling.
Oh yeah. Man, I've been there before. So that's the go, no go decision. You know, when you get confused.
I can only assume that he left his trims out, ran too fast, busted a prop, and face planted.
Man, that click sound, you know it's a
Another
broke
video
prop.
where something obstructed the pilot's runway. He stepped into the mud, tripped, and fell.
This guy coming up that runs into the tree, I was like, are you kidding me? It's this skinniest tree. One tree all by itself. He runs right into it.
The only tree in the field.
Yeah, one
Walk
tree.
the runway.
Yeah, here it is. It's upside
Nothing in
down at
front of
first,
you,
but it'll.
like a tree.
Tree.
Grateful.
That's
It's like the only tree in the field.
That's
poor guy.
Sure, but
Know
it
your-
looks
know
like
your
he held
airport.
onto the brake
Always
toggle with
say
his
that.
left hand to get
Ugh.
himself into the seat, which caused
That
the
looks so
stall and for him
swampy.
to fall.
Yeah, you were right about that one, Sean, because I watched that video. What he did is he had his brakes in his hand. He reached down with his left hand to get in the seat while his brake was in his hand. So he pulled full left brake.
Oh,
I think he broke
Ah.
his arm.
Your seat, man. What's the freaking rush?
yeah.
It looks like this
Yeah.
pilot did some maneuvers too close to the ground, and then right before he landed, he did not flare.
I sure hope I'm not too long or short, because it's going to be messy. Now I'm going to swing over this direction a little bit. And swing over this way a little bit. And
Flare.
oh, it's going down here. do that.
Landed downwind, didn't he?
Obviously, the pilot sat too soon, but look at where the spectator is, right in that lateral area where the propeller spins. Never let spectators stand in that area.
I've seen jumping too quick. That's ridiculous. He took like 2 steps.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if the pilot was trying to do a foot drag and then land, but regardless, he face planted.
Best face plant ever.
Oh, man.
Not on the leading edge.
He kind of looks like he did that kind of slow motion. Gosh.
Check your runway. You don't want to hit a tree, people, or a pile of dirt.
Oops.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I've never seen anybody try to
Assume that
take
this
off with a pile of dirt.
misjudged his landing
Oh,
and
this
ended
is
up
so
flying
bad.
over a roadway, which ended up getting him.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Ground.
Oh. Man.
Just to drive it along, just to sing it a song, and bam!
Oh, gosh.
And here's another.
That hurt
pilot
me just watching that.
Kneeled, but was able to take off. Don't try this at home.
There's your ski
Oh.
takeoff right there.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Get up, get up,
Power saved the day.
Yep.
I
This
guess
is the
so.
reason why we have you turn off your motor before landing. This pilot actually throttled up, forgot to flare, and face planted.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Slow down, slow down. Okay, I forgot to flare. Yeah, I'm fine. I forgot to flare again.
This pilot
And we
had
actually
a
had-
severely underpowered paramotor or was too heavy for their paramotor. They were not able to get up. It took a while for them to get up in the air, and they barely cleared the trees at the end.
Yeah, that's full throttle. What is that? An Atom 20?
Yay.
If you abruptly let go of the throttle, you will sink and you will pendulum. If you're too low to the ground, you may not have enough room to recover and hit the ground.
Did his motor just quit? No, didn't, did it?
Yeah, he just let off the gas. I don't know why. He's obviously into a strong wind.
It's okay to stow your brakes when flying. However, when you're ready to land, make sure that you remember to put the brakes back in your hand so you have flare authority.
Poor guy.
When flying a paramotor, it's all about risk versus reward. Always fly high enough where there's an out. If you're flying over water, always have flotation and make sure the water is shallow.
Green, foot dragging the river. Awesome. I also dipped my foot in, got sprayed quickly, so I took a little altitude, cleared my camera lens off, then went back in for more. Chris joined Matt for what would be an epic shot, but to my misjudgment, I did not realize the effect of both of their prop wash, which in turn caused this.
That's what got me at
The
Moonshiners.
prop wash pushed me straight into the water.
Yeah.
Yep. And he caught a fish too.
My head was underwater for just a second, and my floats, which were mounted on my cage, never got deep enough and wet so that they had to deploy.
In this video, the pilot forgot to flare. We are going so slow that even if you forget to flare, it's not going to hurt that bad.
That would have broke my legs.
Colorado. Okay. No, a Charger, isn't it?
Always give yourself plenty of room to take off. If you had a motor out, you don't want to land into trees. If you're flying towards an obstruction, there could be some rotor that causes some downward push on your wing.
Listen to
In this video, the pilot's left trim gets caught on his swing arm. I'm not sure how that happened, but I think that if he would have taken a wrap, he would have been able to slow down and not have tripped and fell.
My trim is caught on my swing arm. My left trim.
sometimes there's nothing he can do, but he landed safely.
That was a little bit fast.
This pilot was doing a reverse inflation in winds that were just a little bit too high for him. He tripped and fell backwards and turtled.
Whoa! Kill the motor! A turtle. You're turtled.
Turtle.
You're not. You'll be okay.
One of the things that we teach you in school is how to ground handle and how to maneuver around obstacles. This pilot did not maneuver around an obstacle.
I always know where the wind's coming from, taking the wind sound with him.
Oh my gosh.
This pilot was obviously fatigued, and when he came in for a landing, his legs just buckled underneath of him.
But it was a great landing.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Always make sure your runway is clear, and definitely clear of people.
At least I got it on tape.
Remember, always run into the sky. Always keep your feet down. Never sit before you are in the air.
Oh, that's what happens.
This pilot decided that it was too windy, so he put the wing down in a tree. Always make sure that you don't have obstacles in your LZ.
That looks like it was designed for that wing. It's perfect.
I'm not going. Yeah. Oh no.
Ugh. And those palm fronds are sharp too.
How do I get it out of there?
Very carefully.
Very carefully.
In
Yeah.
this last video, there's reasons why we have a helmet, and there's reasons why we do reverse inflations in heavy winds. Forward inflations like this in heavy winds will cause you to fall backwards, and if you don't have a helmet, you could get injured.
boy. Jeez.
That motley.
Hey, I know those guys.
Yeah, that was some strong wind there. He shouldn't have been doing that.
You can see how long ago it's been since I did this video, because
Oh,
that was the screenshot from like the day that we did the podcast. So it's been a while. Video. It's an older video.
oh, that's why that all came up. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Actually, that was really good. Enjoyed it.
So you can see on a lot of them too, like we talked about a little bit earlier, was don't give back that throttle, right? So you heard the guy, he rolled on power, then he let up, and then he rolled back on power and ended up face planting. I think what happened is he let off the throttle, right? So that surged forward. He started running backwards, and now he had this oscillation of going forward and backwards, and it probably tripped him up.
All right.
Always wear a helmet.
Tell me what I did wrong here, Sean.
Oh, this is yours? Okay.
Yeah, this is right before. Oh, let me.
Your current altitude is
the sound.
About 300 feet above ground. Your ground speed is 70.
That's John coming into land now.
You're 2 o'clock.
Is this video?
Waypoint 3 is about 11,039 minutes away towards your 7 o'clock.
Not good, John.
You have
Not
about
good.
1 hour and 37 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh,
This is the one you thought your friend got hurt on, right?
Yes, correct.
I guess I
You'll
better
see
land
when I
then.
turn around, he's literally not moving. I mean, all you can see is the paramotor over sideways and him laying on the ground.
See if we can land. Whoa, that's bumpy. Whoa. Oh, I hope he's okay. He hasn't got up yet.
He's not moving.
Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa.
There goes my
That's too
bad
bumpy.
landing.
Ow! Damn it.
And there you go.
Kind of looks like, I mean, it's hard to judge, but it's kind of like that video that we saw just a second ago where the guy let off the throttle and kind of just dropped. Is that kind of what you felt like?
Well, I let off the throttle really slow. I came off but I wasn't that high off the ground either. I was already low so I could see him to see if he was hurt. So, I mean, in a perfect world, I would have gained altitude and came back and landed correctly, but I didn't. I think I was already only 50, 75 feet off the ground and then made the commitment to land then. And that probably wasn't the best thing to do in that situation.
I don't think you had enough forward speed for your flare.
Right. Yeah. I was going pretty slow.
Where were your trims set?
My trims were all the way in.
Why?
Well, my wing has been, when I let them out, I come in really fast, but it's been working out better for me with the trims in, even on the flare, as long as you got some decent wind. But I guess, I mean, I even when I let my trims out, they only go literally maybe 3 to 4 inches. That's all the trim range I got. So it doesn't make a lot of difference, but it does change it. I don't know whether.
If you do come in with higher wind, I would definitely come in with the trims out just a little bit, but you can always take a wrap or two for that flare authority. So you can come in, super slow. And as you're pulling those, that double wrap, you can just slow it. I mean, you can use as much as you need to. And there's been some time come in and, on a normal, where your brakes are, if I would have pulled all the way down, I would have busted my butt. So, I mean, I always take a wrap, sometimes 2 wraps. If I don't need it, I don't need it. But 9 times out of 10, if you come in and you're going towards the wind, obviously, and there's trees right there, the wind will come up and down and actually push you down on the ground. You know, the wind comes up and over and pushes down. It's kind of like the flow of water in a creek, right? Comes over an obstacle and goes back down. You see the swirl. That's kind of what the wind does for us too. So even with the best flare, we could come down and just keep on sinking, even with all the flare that we have.
Now that I think about it, because the wind was coming towards me and there's trees that way, but there's also that line of trees on the drive. So if the wind's coming and hitting those trees, do you think it rolls back off the tree? And that's why I dropped down. As soon as I made it past the trees, I just dropped down.
I didn't see any trees in front of you that would have caused it. Can you go back and do that last part of your
yeah.
We'll double check, but I didn't see any trees in front of you. I don't think that's what it was. But
I was taking it. Developer says it looked like you got lift off the tree and then cut throttle, so you dropped out.
All right, share and this one here. Yep. See, there's a couple of trees, but it's not much.
Yeah, but you even complained about the wind.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was
over the tree. She goes, "Oh, that's too bumpy."
Yeah, it was bumpy. I was like, that's why I wanted to land. That was a 9-minute flight.
Whoa,
Right.
whoa. That's too bumpy.
Right over those trees.
Yeah.
Got that
lift. How slow you're going? That's the amount of flare you're gonna have.
Oh! Damn it.
And you got potty mouth.
I've noticed that when I go to bring my wing up, I grunt like an old man the whole time I'm bringing my wing up. I'm like, I don't hear Sean grunting or anybody else grunting like that.
That's funny.
Jason Stott says, I didn't realize landing trims out was a thing. Better flare authority?
When we say trims out, though, we're talking about trims at neutral. If you got to look at your wing manual. If your wing manual says that you cannot touch your brakes past neutral, then you probably should not come in with the trims all the way out, because your wing will collapse as you're trying to flare and brake. So, look at your manual before you do that. If you have a wing, just like Steve's is, where you can let the trims out because it only has like 3 inches, it shouldn't make any difference. You could let your trims all the way out. But obviously, always look at your manual. There's some wings that don't recommend you doing big ears, believe it or not. And if you do big ears on one of those wings, you can definitely tell. I took up a wing that was not recommended to do big ears, and I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. Oh my gosh, that thing shook so much I thought I was gonna fall out of the sky. I'm like, okay, no big ears on this wing. Gotcha. So always look at your manual.
Yeah. Yeah, those manuals aren't like 400 pages long either. And you can really learn a lot about, I didn't read the manual that came with my wing for a long time. So, but yeah, it's all about the exchange of the energy. And so if you don't have any forward speed, then you're not going to have anything to exchange for your flare.
Exactly. Energy management. That's everything that we do up in the air. There's energy management. Do we have the spinny wheel?
Oh, were we doing that tonight?
For Dave's sticker?
Yeah, got it.
Linda,
like,
you ready to say?
So Kevin's been awfully quiet. You're from Mississippi?
I am, yes.
What part of Mississippi?
South of Memphis, about an hour, a place called Oxford.
You know where that is, Sean?
I'm about 3.5 hours away from Sean.
Cool. Make sure.
Kevin will come over here for one day. He'll get up early in the morning, come over here, and then leave later in the afternoon. He's very committed.
Hi, chatters. Welcome. Can I yell the names real quick?
Yeah,
Thank
and if
you
I
so
didn't
much
get
for
anybody
having-
on the wheel, let me know, please.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Hi, chatters. Thank you for joining us tonight. We so appreciate y'all. We got Bonnie Franz, my Michigander. Hi, sweetie. We got Matt Sloper, Fly Swamper, Bill H in the house, CT Fly, John Wayne, Cowboy, David Wolf still hanging with us. Hey, David. John Beville. Hi, Dawn. Tony Marzano, Mr. Vegas, Angela Preslick, Mrs. Vegas. I just have to throw it in there. Slow Days and Craig B. Thank you so much. Good luck to everybody.
Excellent job. Thank you so much, Miss Linda. We appreciate you. Now, tonight we're going to be spinning for these amazing stickers, Paramotor Life from David Wolf. I don't know if you can see this or not, but these are the stickers. We'll go ahead and give away 2 stickers tonight and 2 stickers next Monday.
All
So
right.
let's spin the wheel twice. Woo-hoo! Good luck, everybody.
We got Slow Days and Craig B.
All
All
right.
right. I'm going to say Slow Days.
I'm going to say Tony Marzano, since he always says the wheel's rigged. And if there's anybody out there who lives in the Southeast United States, check out Southeast Paramotor Group on Facebook. It is right down your alley. And that includes Mississippi and Arkansas.
I'm already on that.
Kansas. What the hell is that?
Arkansas.
What the
Your Kansas, it's Arkansas.
Right.
I'm wanting David Wolf to win, so I don't have to send
I
out
was
one
going
of
to
these
say
stickers.
CT Fly, but I guess it's going to pass that.
Oh, no, I think it's
Is
going to
it?
be Bill H.
Oh, it's heading to Bill H. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, it's running out of steam, man. That's going to
Oh,
barely
sorry,
cut
Tony
it.
Marzano.
Gonna say tie.
Dang. Bill H.
Congratulations, Bill H.
Woo-hoo.
And
Congratulations,
Louisiana.
Bill H.
That's the Southeast, Bill. I would say, yeah.
So,
Winner,
Bill
winner,
H, Bill H, you know the drill, buddy. Text me 501-747-35558 with your mailing address, and I will send it out first thing tomorrow, bud. Congratulations.
Ready to do her again?
Let's do her again.
I'm gonna stick with Tony Marzano.
CT Fly.
I'm gonna say Mr. Wayne.
I'll say Dawn.
This screen is too small. I can't see anybody right now. I just see a spinning wheel. It's like
It's
a
too
whirlpool.
small?
Well, on my cell phone, I don't have the Mac.
Okay. I got you.
Just stare at the wheel. You'll go into a trance.
Is Moonshiners the beginning of August?
Yep, the first.
Damn it.
Ooh,
Oh, come on, CT Fly. Come on now.
I don't know.
No, it's gonna pass him.
Tony's territory. It's got some real estate to cover, though.
Man.
That's a solid Bonnie Franz.
Yeah, I
It
think
looks
so.
like it.
Funny friends.
Sorry, Tony. Alas, you're still a loser.
Excellent.
Poor
Miss
Tony.
Bonnie, just text me and send me your address again so I have it over here at the ranch, and I'll send it out first thing tomorrow. Congratulations,
Now
guys.
Tony's gonna say it's really, really
It
rigged.
is. I really am
Tony
feeling
always
bad.
big, but that's all right. We love Tony.
Yeah, we do.
Are we gonna do a thumbnail? Real quick?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, I remember
Is this in a? I can't tell, but
Yeah, you're
Will,
fine.
all right, you're good.
You look beautiful. You ready?
Hey, get over here.
Oh, thanks, Will.
Running.
1, 2, 3. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I got it.
Will, when we gonna see a video of you flying? I see you post all these tips and stuff. I don't see.
Dude, I don't fly.
Yeah, right. I saw your red shoes in the air. That's about it. But
because I'm too busy flying, filming other people, videoing other people. You know, it's kind of hard to get video of myself.
I know. I love how old we are. We keep on talking about film.
Yeah, film. I got it on film.
I got it on film, and now you can watch it on my VHS or my Betamax.
I got it run to 60-minute photo. Get it processed.
On my Super 8. Yeah.
We'll get you some stickers, Tony, I'm sure.
I gotta hook this thing up sooner or later.
Oh, wait. Now, Angela says Tony has never won.
What?
I don't know about that.
What?
Oh,
I'm not so sure. I think we need a fact check on that one.
I think that Tony won a whole bunch back in the day, and he lost his mojo or something. But Tony, if you want one, man, just text me. I'll send you a sticker. No big deal.
Wow.
You got it, right? I mean, if you want stickers, just text me 501-747-3558. Ask me to send you some stickers. I got a ton of stickers I can send out. And if it's only a stamp to send out some stickers, no big deal. Let it go. There you go. A bunch of stickers that we got over here. We got stickers from we got stickers, decals, and maple syrup smelling money over here.
Oh, I got a question for you guys.
Wait just a second, Scuba. I just wanted to say, Sean is such a nice guy, Tony. He will FedEx overnight you a sticker.
Yes, I will. One sticker overnight, $500. I'll make sure you got a sticker in the morning.
When I went flying over the beach, I checked my prop, and I've noticed that the leading edge of the prop feels rough, like it's been sandblasted. What do you recommend for, fixing that? Should I put some epoxy over it? Should I just use prop tape over it?
So
there's no chips or anything.
First and foremost, I would say before you go flying at the beach, put some prop tape on your leading edge. Secondly, if you didn't do that and you kind of sanded it down a little bit, if there's not a lot of damage, if it just feels rough, that's what my dog said. If it just feels rough, it should be okay. And you can wipe it down and put some prop tape on. It'll just keep it from being ripped up. Thirdly, if you just want to get it fixed and you wanted to make it look beautiful, get up with Rick Simmons at Rick Simmons Prop Repairs, $185. He will balance it, he'll fix it, and he will wrap it in any color that you want. And it's better than anything that you get right off the shelf. Usually 9 times out of 10, I get a brand new prop. I'll fly it for a little bit and I'll send it to Rick to get balanced and taped and wrapped, because it comes back better than brand new. Rick Simmons Prop Repair. You can find him on Facebook.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, he's got a website?
Yeah.
Yep. Rick Simmons is freaking amazing. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what, let me show you. Let me come over here and show you Butch's. So Butch decided to just the tip into the ground, and he sent it to Rick and got it repaired, and decided that he wanted this really nice blue wrapping. So he fixed it all. You can't even tell. It's been balanced, super balanced, just incredible balance, and it's been wrapped. So you can get it in different colors, or you can just get it in black.
Ooh, so, I like that.
I do too.
Any color that you want. And it's just
absolutely how durable
smooth.
That wrap is.
Very durable. This is amazing. I mean, it will not come off. I'll show you what happens. So let's say that you decide that after you get repaired and it's nice and vinyl and it looks pretty, and you decided to go, you know what, I got this beautiful, prop, and I love it. It's smooth as silk. And then you decide to, hold on, I got a bunch of props up here. And then I decide to, this is one that I've done too, but that's broke. Hold on, I got one, hold on. And I decide to, let me take this down. See, if you're a student of mine, you've seen this prop. So this is one that's been repaired, and it had the wrap, the black wrap, right? Beautifully balanced. And then you tell me what you think I did.
Whoa.
Let Let me show you. I'm going to show you this side.
I know
You
what
you foot dragged a gravel road.
How
Ew.
do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you win. You win. Yes, I foot dragged, and you can see how durable it is. Man, it kept all the rocks out. No, it didn't.
I was
But,
right. Wow. Okay.
So this
Man,
this
you
is
could
worse
really
than
foot drag that thing. That's
worse
where I
than
got
beach
I got
blast.
chips. That's where I got my first chip from, foot dragging a gravel road, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I don't know if Rick can do it, but looking at Butch's prop there, if it would be possible for him to put, you know, those spiral, like the wheel that Will was just spinning. You saw that hurricane looking design. So can he cut black curves into it so that when the prop spins, it looks like a big hypnotizing circle?
We might have to talk with Rick to see if he can. That sounds.
That would look cool. It's just like a spiral, just.
That would look cool.
I need to send this prop in to Rick, and I need him to fix this for me and put on that wrap. And I want to show you guys how incredible Rick is in repair. He could probably take this, pull out all those rocks, and rebalance it, fix it for me, and it'd be just as good as brand new. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's gonna be better than this. It's messed up right now. Yeah.
It would make for an
Yeah.
interesting
So it's-
before and after photo.
Yes, it'd be a very good video. I think I'm gonna have to get up with Rick and
So
because for
that
years
Simmons
I've been
is
keeping this.
Simons, like Simons, but
Yeah.
it's
It should be actually if you go to paramotorarkansas.com, it's on my thing. Just find Rick Simmons
okay.
prop repair,
Okay.
and you'll find.
Yeah, because I still got my original Helix that needs repaired, and I got the other. Well, the other one I can do because it's barely even scraped. But the Helix I wouldn't want to do myself.
Yeah, and then this one, I'll tell you a quick story about. Hey, can you help me, Mr. Butch? So on this one, if you guys check this out. So what do people do if they have to ground start? Let's say that you landed out and you have to ground start a motor and you have a clutch. What's the safest way of ground starting? Anybody?
Well, no, while you're ground starting, you're not including on your back or on the rack, or are you?
Right. Reason when I landed out, I could not start my motor, so I had to ground start it. So what's the safest way of ground starting a paramotor after you landed out, trying to figure out why it's starting and it just will not start on your back?
Secure your prop, strap your prop.
Right. Strap your prop. So when you start, if it does go full throttle, it's not going to do anything. Well, guess what? I had or something in my throttle that I could not tell. It went all the way in and all the way out like I normally do. I strapped it around and then I started it. The damn thing went full throttle and
Oh, wow.
Wow.
it
Wow.
snapped it.
So the
The
strap
strap.
didn't do any good.
No, it did. It stopped it. It stopped
Okay.
it dead. I mean, I lost no fingers. I'm safe, but I got a prop to show you what happens.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
put bungee
imagine-
cords on my prop.
right. Imagine if I didn't have that when I landed out, trying to figure out what the hell happened, and I ground started it. I would have been screwed, barbecued, and tattooed. So this is how you protect yourself. So I think this is probably fixable. I don't know. I have to get up
Yeah,
with Rick
that
and
is.
find out.
That's fixable. I guarantee you he can fix it.
So where would I'm looking, I posted the link to the prop repair, but it's the wrong link. So now I'm on paramotorarkansas.com. Where would I find that?
Let me see if I can look and find it real quick. Let's see. Rick Simmons prop repair go. It should pop up almost immediately. Okay, so there is.
Oh, here we go. Prop Repair by Rick's Prop Shop. It's on Paramotor, Arkansas. Here, I'll post it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if I can post the link here on my phone.
There you go. There's a link directly to it. That should take you to the repair deal.
So I'll delete the other one then.
Oh, look, they got yellow wrap, red wrap. Pick your color, man.
All right. So Rick is awesome. Oh, I found his Facebook. Let me get that Facebook page for you. Nope, that's his personal one. Let me find his prop repair one.
Prop repair.
Yeah. So just search for Rick Simmons, SIMMONS, prop repair, and let's see if I can find it.
2 M's. Okay.
It's hard to find his stuff. Even when you type in Rick Simmons prop repair, it's hard to find it. That's why I put it on my shop.
Well, it's got his Facebook page there too. I mean, I can post that one.
Good. Yeah. All right.
There's his Facebook, and it's got his phone number, everything. So people that want to get their prop fixed, there you go.
Yep. Great guy. Good, amazing guy to talk with. He'll chat you up on the phone when you call him. He'll ask you questions, and it's a very, very extremely fast return. You send it out, and before you know it, you got a package in the mail. It's like, what the hell is this? What did I buy? Oh my God, it's back already. So yeah, definitely.
Nice.
That's really sharp.
This was fun. I learned a lot.
With vinyl wrap, $185.
Yep.
Yeah, that vinyl wrap would have saved me having a rough prop right now. So I kind of like that.
Rough. That's what my dog said.
Rough.
Jeez.
All right. Any other questions that we missed, or any other thing that we want to talk about, or are we ready to GTFO and go do something fun other than sitting here in front of a computer?
No, this was a lot. This was a lot of fun tonight. I learned a lot. Yeah, a lot of good topics. Really good.
I agree.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Everybody's well at Oshkosh, right? I think did it start today, or just starts this week or whatever?
It started today. Today was day one.
Okay. I was thinking you were out there for some reason, James.
No, I was up there over the weekend. I come home on Sunday.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm not holding you back. You can go. Take an Uber.
Take an Uber.
Take the Segway, man. You'll be there in a couple hours.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take a Segway. Take an Uber. Just fly there on your.
That'd be fun. I know. I wish I could have gone there. But on Wednesday, Just Want to Fly, they're going to be podcasting there live.
Nice.
Look at Butch. He's sitting there contemplating, can I fly the trike that far? I see you.
Yeah,
Sure,
you'll
what
be
the
fine,
heck?
Butch. So you should do it.
Now fly, Butch, fly like a bird.
You can do it. You can do it.
Better get that fuel injection hooked up.
Right?
You'd be
There you
amazing.
go.
It's
There you
amazing.
go.
Has gone from he can. I mean, it did not take him very long, and he went and foot launched. He bolted his foot launch to a Calibre trike. He's been triking all the time. I mean, his launches are like dead on. His landings come down. He's like amazing. I mean,
I got a good thing.
oh, well, go on. No, really, go on. No, so no, he's really doing amazing, and I'm really proud of him. He's doing awesome. Kevin
cool.
also,
Very
Kevin is doing absolutely amazing too. He comes over here. He gets up early in the morning. He drives here. He's here at first light. He works his butt off. I mean, really, he's just drenched all day. And then he leaves by dinner time to get back home. I mean, he's an amazing guy. So Kevin, if you're still here, 2 thumbs up, buddy. Can't wait for you to get over here and continue your training.
Like some of the funnest exercise you can ever do is just kiting your wing. You will work your butt off if you stay out there and kite for a while, but it's still rewarding just to do it.
Exactly. And I try to show everybody too, it's like, it's not, once you get the, once it clicks and you realize that you can stay in one spot and it's just little bit of movements like this, you can stand there and pretty much kite all day. You get brand new students that don't understand and they're yanking this way and they don't quite understand the pendulum effect yet. And they are drenched, they're wore out. It's like, man, this is really so difficult. But once you get through the first 3 days, it clicks and you basically go fly on the third, fourth day and just build up a lot of flights. As you can see here, we have many paramotors. You come here and you don't pay for a paramotor. Don't pay for a wing. You know, come over here and train. Use my gear. You know, we got trikes. So if you want trikes, we got a ton of those. We got trike trainers. We got all sorts of different types of trikes, right? We got the Atom 80. We got EOS 100. We got, let me come over here and I'll show you the other one. We got a HE 125. So we got the Atom 80, the 100, 125. We got the Moster 185. We got a 220. We got all sorts of different frames that we can put these things on. Why different frames? Why different?
I'm still waiting on your video of a paramotor on that Kanguk basic trike.
Oh, yes. And where's my, all right. So yeah, so there's my Kanguk basic trike right there. So, I mean, we got tons of trikes, and this is what I like right here. This goes on the back of our trainer. So this is courtesy of Andrew Fuller. This is the back part of an Angel, right? So this is another Angel frame that we put on the back part of our trike trainer over here that has a Moster 185, and it protects the prop. So when you are training, not only does it have a roll cage and it's very super safe, it has a prop protector and line protector. So it's really awesome. And before you go out there with an actual paramotor with a motor on your back, we also have frames that do not have the paramotor on the back. So now you can kite and feel what it feels like to kite with a frame for the first time without a motor on your back. So this has been really awesome. I really enjoy having multiple gear that people can use.
Very
but
cool.
anyway,
Sean,
what's that?
Angela Preslick says you have an incredible, outstanding setup, and Tony wants to know if you're doing tandems.
I am not doing tandems right now. I'm still training myself or still training with the tandem trike. I'm going to go back down to Florida to get my tandem. But I need to feel like I am extremely proficient in triking before I take anybody up with me. You know what I mean? So I do have my tandem trike. I do go up and fly. I'm getting very proficient. And once I feel like I am extremely proficient, I'm going to go down to Florida over at Air Sports USA and finish my ASC.
Cool.
And then I'm going to go over to probably one up and get my my tandem for the USBPA also. So I'll have a couple of different tandems.
Nice.
Man, I totally lost my train of thought. Freaking, I swear. I had something I wanted to say. And
I hate when that
We'll
happens.
sit here and wait. We'll wait for you.
He was
All
talking
right.
about tandems and trikes and
Paramotors and
So much
wings.
information tonight, Scuba. Your brain hurts now.
I think the brain hurts.
EFI.
Know the feeling.
And we also get demo wings. Bryant Hummer from Kanguk America.
Yeah.
Used Soul Flexus 2 for many months, and let the students try it, fly it. I've been flying it. Matter of fact, doing a video that's even crunching it down even more as far as what this thing can do, and my review, my thoughts on it. We have Ozone, Gin, APCO, Dudek. What else do we have? We have Dudek, so APCO, Gin. So we got many different wings, and one of the cool things also is that if you, the student, wants to try a wing that I don't have or whatever, I just will get one and let you demo the darn thing. And if you like it, you got it. If not, it just goes up here for other people to use.
Quite a collection.
Yeah, you know what I found? I found that the kiting wings that are just made for kiting, which originally I thought was ridiculous. Like, why would you want to get a wing that you're not going to fly? I mean, that was my thoughts for years. And then I decided to get some for the school here, and they are absolutely incredible. In any wind, you can kite these things. And they're extremely forgiving. So on a real wing, when it comes up and lands on the leading edge, man, it slams hard and it can rip seams. This thing, these little kiting harnesses, they can land on the leading edge, and it's just like, oh, that's adorable. I mean, because they're extremely forgiving. We had some really heavy winds, so we were practicing wind and how to disable wings in high wind. You don't want to do this with any type of real wing that can pluck you, but in 15-mile-an-hour wind, these things just stay right there, and you can do the pull the B's or pull the C's and watch the taco collapse. It's pretty awesome. I dig them.
Tony wants to know, how's the building coming along?
Oh, the building. It is dark, and I am too far away to show you guys, but we do have the slab set up. We just heard that we are now on the schedule for the building to be built. However, we don't have a date yet. So everything's out there. The waters run after the building is built. Then we're going to be able to run the electricity out there, but the building has to be built first and run electric. We already got the plumbing done. So yeah, I'm excited. Also, too, we got a new type of build. Did you want to show the build as far as the comms? We talked about the comms before, but I found that these comms are absolutely amazing. They're very inexpensive, and we talked about the
podcast. $15 Bluetooth ones y'all got.
Yeah, so these right here are the $15 Bluetooth. They're just motorcycle helmet ones. I never know. And let's see what it looks like on yours. Let me go ahead and turn this around. So it's really easy. You just put a little hole, you put it in, it wraps around, and there. It's USB, USB-C, USB, one of the USBs. Yep. And this when you charge this, I guess this is the battery right here, and it stays charged for 48 hours. And we've used these things and didn't charge them for days, and they still worked every time we went up to fly.
Right, that's why we're going to charge mine now.
You can charge yours now? Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So it's Bluetooth. I mean, can y'all talk to each other, or how's that setup work?
Yeah, talk with each other on there. We
gaggle.
Yeah, we can hear gaggle. So gaggle will yell at us, telling us that, hey, you're a jerk. I'm like, no, not. And so gaggle is pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, and a record. What's that?
So it Bluetooth to your phone then?
Yes. Yeah, so I have a chest mount. Matter of fact, we have numerous chest mounts. That's what I want all my students to use. So we got all these different chest mounts that we use. And you just put your phone in, and that way it can record a video. Obviously, we can have the gaggle on in the background. We can have conversations if we need to. So it's all right. And this is mine right here. I put a little dead cat on mine. It's just I
I don't know how y'all talk to each other. If it's Bluetooth, how are you talking to each other?
You call.
Oh, okay. You're calling. I got you. That works too.
People, I mean, you can 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, 6-way. I think how many people can you have on a cell phone call now? I'm not sure how many people, but we've had numerous all together. Yeah. So it's really good because if we have students and everybody can hear what's going on at the same time. Everybody has their helmet on. We're all on the same call, so they can hear what I'm saying. We can hear what the student is doing, what they're doing up in the air. We can all talk about what's going on. So it's really fun to have a conversation with everything going on. The students talking, me talking, pilots up there talking. It's pretty neat.
Tony wants to know how many campers will your field hold when everything's said and done?
I don't know, maybe just 100.
Just 100.
That ought to work. Yeah, if you line them around the edge of the field, no problem.
Yeah, and we're also going to be running water and electricity through there too. I'm going to try to run 30 amp for everybody, and water. We'll probably just have a dump station, but we're not going to have sewer at all the sites, but we will run water and electricity. We're also going to try to put up tiny houses too. So if you just come over here with a car, you can have a place to stay.
Nice.
A regular RV, what do you call it? Resort. RV resort.
It's probably going to be really booked, very full on April 8th during the solar eclipse, I'm sure, because everything has been booked. I mean, you can't find a hotel anywhere, and if you did, it was over $1,000 for that one night. It's ridiculous.
I think like April's like the best month to fly too. It's just perfect weather usually. I don't know about in Arkansas, but
April showers bring May flowers. So bring an umbrella. I sure hope, my fingers are crossed, that we have a great day. It's flyable, and we're flying during the solar eclipse. I think that'd be so neat to be flying and then have totality, and then it's light again. I think that totality is supposed to be the longest over here, between 5 and 8 minutes. I think it's supposed to be really a long time, and it's going directly overhead. So how awesome.
Cool.
That will be cool.
That one. I'm not doing the white one. I'm doing my black helmet tomorrow. Yeah, we're setting up everything for tomorrow because we're over here at the LZ. We're gonna wake up and get a cup of coffee, go fly early in the morning. Wish you
have
guys
it finished
were
by
here.
next April. You got to have it finished before next April. Then
We're hoping it's gonna be finished by the end of this month. If not, definitely by the end of next month for sure. Everything should be done.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, the school will be built, but we're still working on the inside. So at the end of, well, I don't know, I'll be on vacation at the end of August on my Alaskan cruise. So I'm going to have him do a lot of work while I'm gone.
You expect to have it done by the time you get back.
Yeah, I want it done, sir. I want it done.
Hey, I did that last time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
So
We
yeah.
did get a lot done while you were gone last time, though.
I know. You poured that slab, we got that other slab poured, we got it framed up, we got the plumbing put in. We trenched the water lines, we filled that up. Yeah, so it's been non the septic. Oh my God, the septic. Okay, real quick, did you know that if you did not, after you put the septic tank in, you have to fill it up with water? If not, it could pop up out of the dirt.
Yeah, pop out of the ground. Yeah, swimming pool will do that too.
Yep.
So that built-in pool, if it doesn't have water in it and it rains, it'll pop right out of the ground.
Did not know
Angela
that.
says what are the dates? I know it's like April 8th, but do you know the dates of the fly-in that you're going to have next year?
No, I have no idea. Let me look on my phone real quick to see what the dates are for next year. I don't even, let's see. So
Yeah, and CT Fly wants to come to the fly-in, so you got a couple people interested already.
So the 8th is on a Monday.
okay, Monday. So
6th, 7th, 8th.
how about we
Yeah.
how about
6th, 7th, and 8th.
6th, 7th, and 8th?
Yeah.
There we go. That works out great, right? Or how about the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th? That way you can come in on Friday and fly Saturday, Sunday, Monday's the eclipse, and then go home Tuesday morning. Yeah, so maybe 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. That way the 9th is just, breakfast. We all say goodbyes and head on out that Tuesday after the eclipse.
And then what are you going to call the fly-in?
It'll probably be the run into the sky. We're going to try to make everything through the nonprofit, the run into the sky. That way everything's free. Everything's free just with donations, come on over. Water's free, electric's free, staying there is free, pilots are free. All that fun stuff. Hopefully we'll have food there too. So food's free and it's just going to be on donations. So if you don't want to pay, you don't have to. If you have a couple extra bucks and want to, more than welcome to help us out. We definitely appreciate that. So.
I don't know, something like that. I kind of think you should charge for it. It's still a fundraiser.
Nope. I really want this one to be a come on out, check us out. This will be our second annual because we're going to do a first annual sometime this year. It's going to be on invite only, kind of a private thing, just to make sure everything works. Like, does all the electric work for all the different sites? Is the water all run correctly? Is the school set up correctly? Is the bathroom work? Will the bathrooms, handle everybody? Because we got bathrooms and showers, right? So we want to make sure everything works. So the first one is just going to be,
You're right,
obviously
Tommy.
the run into the sky, etc. What's that?
A dry run.
Flyings aren't about the flying; it's about meeting everyone.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
How are the bugs in April? I don't live there, so I don't know. Only Sean.
Bugs?
They're worse on the interstate driving through the state of Arkansas than they are.
You need to come over here so you can say it. Come over here and say it.
Yeah, I've drove through Arkansas many years because one of my best friends lives in Texarkana. The bugs are 10 times worse on Interstate 30 and 40 than they are out in the country. They are.
It's weird, but we have not encountered bugs.
No,
maybe a fly every once in a while, but I haven't been. We don't hose down with off or anything, and I've never been bit. He went traiping through the woods. He went traiping through the woods, deep woods, and I'm like, I'm not going in there. He's like, I just want to search in here. He came back out and had a couple ticks, but it
was fun.
Just want to search in here.
Yeah, I was watching. Hey, it was cool.
Oh, another thing too, what's really neat over here is that there's a lot of interesting things that you can see from the air. So when you come here, you'll be able to do some searches. So you'll be able to see 2 abandoned buses in about a mile apart. You got abandoned buses, lakes, or hidden ponds. There's hidden ponds. There is a little quarry.
Yeah, a couple quarries.
I know about that one.
Yeah, there's another one over here.
Where?
Over that way.
Towards
the right of Beebe.
To the right of Beebe? Oh, I haven't been over that way.
Yeah, there's another quarry over there.
Okay, so I don't know where the quarry is, but they're building a new subdivision that went through.
That man, I was awful high when I seen it.
You're awful high? Oh, so high. I don't know what.
Awful high.
But yeah, there's a lot of fun things, and we're going to be searching for more stuff. And we're actually going to be trying to get up with these other farmers and set up different places that we can land. So we're going to be doing some hops. So it's kind of like a cross country, but we're going to start here, hop to another place, hop to another place, hop to another place, and come back over here. So it's going to be little cross countries with fuel and stuff, and it's not going to be very far, but if you've never done a cross country, this is going to be really awesome, where you're going to be able to leave one spot, land in another, grab something to eat, and come back over here.
So kind of like a poker run for paramotors.
But we're not playing poker. No poking allowed.
I can't believe Angela called it a chitter. We're going to come back with hundreds of chitter bites. I'm like, what?
Chigger.
Yeah, they're chiggers.
Yeah, how do you? I can just see them counting.
I'm barefoot.
Jeebies.
And the only thing that ever happened to me was I stepped on a hornet or a bug or a bee or something that had a little stinger zap me. But other than that, I'm usually barefoot out here. No bug bites or anything. So, and we're not spraying and we're not fogging.
No gators, nothing like that, huh?
I don't know about that, but
how about fire ants?
Well, there's fire ants over here in Arkansas, but I have not seen any fire ant places over here in the field.
No.
So lucky.
Fire ants. There you go.
Also, too, going through and we're making the LZ really super flat. Right now, it's if you're foot launching, no problem. If you're triking, you can feel the bumps, right? So we're going to be really smoothing out the bumps. So if you decide to trike, it's going to be smooth AF.
Nice.
Silk. Smooth as silk.
Smooth.
Yeah. Well, anything else, guys? So it's
that's it for me.
We got to get some sleep. So tomorrow morning we can go up and fly while you guys are sleeping.
Shame on y'all.
I get new grip tape.
Oh yeah, you put some new grip tape on. Good. And you got your new prop.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna. So tomorrow we're either gonna do a video where he did amazing, or this is what happens to a prop that's been fixed and broke.
No.
No, so I'm be one or the other. We don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know.
It's gonna
This
be
is how to break a fixed prop.
That looks so cool. That looked
Yeah,
awesome.
that prop
That's what
flying
it's gonna
up was
be.
really neat.
No. That's why I went to the track, so I wouldn't have to break more props.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, so let's go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. So we'll go ahead and go through. So let's start off with Will Fly. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your just the tip, and your YouTube video and how we can go there and check it out.
Yeah, I'll just give you the URL. You guys can check it out and see if you like it. youtube.com/Will Fly. If that doesn't work, you can always go to willflyppg.com. I just share my experiences and tips that I've learned along the way. And also, don't forget to check out Southeast Paramotor Group on Facebook.
You know, on your YouTube, you can put different links to different places. You might want to put that link on your Facebook page. I'm sorry, YouTube page.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I do have a link to my Will to the Facebook, but yeah, that's an awesome idea, Sean. I'm going to do that.
Absolutely. Excellent. And if you go over there, make sure that you hit subscribe and hit that bell notification, because Will puts out some really awesome stuff. So
Awesome.
So thank you very much, Will. He also does a lot of stuff in the background. He is our treasurer for runtothesky.org, our nonprofit, and he's put you on that spinny wheel, W-I-L-L, spinny wheel, to help you win something. You may think that it's rigged, but it's not rigged. So thank you, Will, for everything you do. Definitely appreciate you, buddy.
You bet.
We also got Scuba Steve from paramotordude.com, and I vape and I go fly paramotors on Friday. How you doing, buddy?
That's it. You said it all right there. Yeah, I do a show every Friday, 8 to 10 Eastern. Paramotordude.com will take you right over to my YouTube channel. I got paramotor videos on there. I got vaping videos, more vaping videos than anything. But I'm hoping to increase the paramotor videos. The more better weather I have here, the more flying videos I'm going to have. I need to definitely take this headset up again and try again, since the last one I did, half the video had chopped up audio. And I got some stuff coming in tomorrow for everybody that has the Yasu, whatever you want to call it, aviation radio. I'm going to be making a cable that will work with that, with the PPG Smoke headset, because the one you buy off Amazon will not work. You'll get sound, but you can't use your PTT button, so it's useless. So I'm going to be making a cable and then posting how to wire it up yourself if you have that type of radio.
Wow.
You can't buy one pre-made that works with that radio and that headset. So I'm going to make one and then just post how to do it.
Nice. Saved a lot of money for a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Definitely check out paramotordude.com. Hit that subscribe and bell notifications so you know if he's going to be talking about vaping or paramotor or God knows what else. So
both, yeah.
All right, Scuba. Thanks so much, buddy.
No problem.
We also got JB from jbppg.com. What's up, big dog? Is he there?
As soon as he unmutes, we'll be able to hear what he's saying.
Yeah, I got it. So when I'm not muted, I'm usually working off the side here. So basically, we've got a lot of new things coming up. Again, Sean, we've got some can koozies we're working on now, along with our vinyl decals, mugs, tumblers, and you name it, we can do it over here. So, in other words, so if you haven't been to, head over to jbppg.com, make that free account. And I hate to say this, but if you mention PPG Grandpa in all caps in there, you get 10% off of there.
Wow. Nice.
I love it when I'm worth 10%. One of these days they're going to be, Sean, you're worth 20. I'll be like, what? 20? But thank you, JB. Definitely that's really awesome. It's very generous of you, obviously, to do that. So thank you so much for everything you do for us, the show, and making that 10% off. That's very kind of you. Also, too, don't you just send out free stuff sporadically to anybody that's just joined for, that signed up on your site?
Oh yeah, anybody that's made that free account once a month, I just randomly pick somebody and I send them a little something. You never know what it is till it shows up. Don't even know it's coming. It just shows up.
Nice.
That's awesome. So JB at jbppg.com. Excellent. And we got our very own Linda Anderson. This is her show. She lets me pretend that I am the host. She lets me pretend I'm the host.
Pom-poms tonight. Okay.
But it's all about her.
There it is.
Here they are. Yay.
There's
Yeah. No, this was fun. This is fun tonight, guys. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, it takes a village, and we all pull it together every Monday. And I so appreciate all the chatters and listeners out there. Yeah, we really appreciate you on Monday nights. So don't think that we forget about you, because we don't. We know, you're out there. So yeah, if you want to be a guest on the show on Mondays, you can see we have a really good time. Just get up ParamotorUSA.com and it goes right to my Facebook page, and just DM me or Facebook me and say, hey, I want to be a guest on your show sometime, and get you all set up. I'm always I love to meet new people, on the show and see learn about all their adventures and everything, and that's why I do it. And then this way the guests that get on the show can be on the panel. Like, look at Scuba. Scuba's on the panel now, and Will Fly and JB. We got all people that were guests, and now they're part of the panel and all that good stuff. So please let me know. And then on Thursday nights, if you want to find, you can find me on Thursday nights hanging out with my son on paraglidingchalk.com with your host, Robert Michaels. And as Will Fly knows, we always have a really good time on that show, and you never know what guests are gonna pop in or what Robert's up to and all that stuff. So please, please hang with us. And then Friday, we know it, Scuba Steve. So don't forget to jump in the chat on his show too. Scuba, I can't talk. Scuba, you can ad lib for me. Any water, yeah. It's
on Friday night.
Scuba.
Oh, you're doing just fine. You're fine.
No, that was awful. I hope that
it's not paraglidingtalk.com, but you know.
Thank you. I couldn't say that if I tried 2 minutes ago. Good Lord. Yeah.
I couldn't say naval weapon. See, I still can't even say it. Never mind. In my video, I was trying to point out the naval weapons station, and I misspoke it 2 or 3 times in my video. It's funny.
And you say Seashell City 5 times fast?
No, I'm not doing that. That might get copyright strike or something.
Copyright strike.
That's funny. That's funny.
Copyrighted that.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely
fun tonight.
Had a really good time. If you want to learn to fly and you're around Central Arkansas, check out paramotorarkansas.com. If you're a disabled vet or disabled and you would like to learn to fly, you can always check out runintothesky.org. And that is our nonprofit organization to help people get up into the sky. I mean, you know, I love this so much that I want everybody to be able to do that. You can always find me on either paramotorarkansas.com, Run to the Sky, or ppggrandpa.com, because, hey, I am PPG Grandpa. Not to be confused with Powered Puff Grandpa. Puff Girl Grandpa, what the PPG stands for. But if you want to call me Power Puff Girl Grandpa, I don't care what. Anyway, had a really good time tonight. Did everybody have time to say goodbyes? I think I got everybody right. Shout out to Kevin that was on the show earlier, and all my students and everybody I know. Love you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week, hopefully on a new laptop, because mine died and I had to order another laptop, another Mac. So I made it with lots of RAM and lots of storage, so I can start making
things. Yeah, all those things. Yeah,
I can start making videos as good as Will.
He
is my guru. He is my mentor. He is the guy that I want to be like. I mean, your videos are better than Tucker got. I want to be like you.
Dude, thank you.
Yeah, you got to have a Mac to do all that fancy editing stuff.
Yep, that's what I got. Another Mac. I love my Macs. My other Mac was 2016. I'm sure all I got to do is do something and it'll work.
So you got an M1 Mac coming?
What's that?
Is it an M1 Mac? It's a new Mac?
M2.
M2. Wow, you're gonna love it, man.
That's what I'm hoping.
It's day and night difference.
I bet. Can't wait. So
yeah.
I'm waiting on M49. I don't know.
What's that?
I'm waiting on the M49.
M49.
Never mind.
I'll probably be long gone when that comes out, but whatever.
Right.
That reminds me of back in the day when my brother got a new computer. He got one with the newest hard drive. It's 1 gigabyte. He was like, "Oh my God, I got a 1 gigabyte hard drive. I'll never be able to fill it up."
Right.
I have a terabyte phone with a 2 terabyte backup cloud drive, and it's full. So
just don't do like I did and get a 10 terabyte drive and then the drive crash on you, because that's no fun.
Well, as long as you do a RAID you'll be all right because you can have it crash and just replace one of the drives with the
Right,
drive.
right. Well, I didn't have a raid, so
That's a rapid array of independent drives, I think.
yeah, I got. Linda's like, what? What? Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What? Gosh, I can't
We're
believe my
really
voice
rapid
cracked
array, or
like that
really
so bad.
something, or I don't know.
We're getting that's for sure. And it is El Darko out here, so I can see the
Okay.
moon, but
Yeah, it
that's
is.
it. I need to get some sleep. Grandpa needs some sleep. It's like after 9 o'clock. And I need to get up early while you guys are still in bed going, oh, I'm so tired. I don't want to get up. And we're gonna be up and we're gonna go fly. So
Living
Well,
the
that's where it
dream.
didn't happen. I don't know.
all right. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Thank you guys for
Be
Bye,
safe.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
here on ClearPropTV.com. Yeah.